we go.
All right.
Set your chocobos for stun.
And it might take a second to pop up because it has to recognize the full screenness of it. So we'll be hearing some music, and then suddenly...
Eidos Interactive.
There it is!
Presents...
Presents!
Presents.
Alex is like, when 7 came out, I was like, where was 4, 5, and 6?
Oh, well, me too. Chocobos! Everybody's favorite, chocobos!
As you can see, 1 million is clearly a bigger number than 3.
So I've heard.
So, just to give you my background with Final Fantasy VII, I played it for like 3 hours in college, like in 2008, on the PC, and that's pretty much it for me. It's weird, like I just never could really get into the Final Fantasy series because I'm not 100% sure why. I at the time I think it was mostly just because I cut my teeth on Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, and so like the random battles and stuff I just could never get used to. So
yeah. And one thing we'll talk about this game is this game has a lot of flaws, but it has a lot of strengths too. One of them is
like
the grinding and the
game.
random battles that are pretty typical of a lot of the early Final Fantasies.
And the Randy battles.
Ooh.
Where you're fighting Randy, like on our stream, like the puppeteer. He's like, hey, I'm gonna beat you in Archon, and you're like, I thought this was a Final Fantasy game.
That type of Randy battle.
What were you thinking? Certainly nothing that would be inappropriate for this stream and cause us to lose our ad revenue.
You know, you just fight a bunch of girls named Randy.
Anyway, we're gonna start this game.
Yeah, but you're talking. We're giving backstory. Important backstory.
Look,
okay,
I can get the backstory while you're fighting
anyone
the
familiar with the
battles.
Final Fantasy series, this is the opening title music to all the Final Fantasies previous. Okay.
All right.
Okay, let's get this hizzo on the hizzo.
We're not gonna make our battles Randy reviews versus the world.
We're getting to it. All right, should we start the game?
I think we should continue. Oh!
Should we continue, do you think?
Let's try continuing again.
Wrong answer. 3 strikes and you're out. I've got to start a new game.
What is, let's start a new game.
Survey
for
says?
500, Alex.
No, wait, that was the right one. Okay, let's go to a new game. So, cinematic, folks. The director of this game was Yoshinori Kitase, as you saw there. And he really was interested in making games be a little bit more like movies. We are going to experience that.
All right, are we ready for the movie? By which I mean the opening
Final Fantasy Spirits Within.
Nope.
Let's watch the opening scene.
It takes place in the Uncanny Valley. Ooh, space.
Space. It's really big. You
Sick.
just won't believe how big it is.
I do. Is this the opening narration from Cloud's Mind?
It was from Hitchhiker's Guide, but...
Oh, I thought we were more like... Space, the final frontier. Here's the voyages of the drunk ship Drunkerprize. We're just kind of spinning around and not actually going anywhere. 'Cause
someday, guys, you should watch this. Imagine watching this without 2 idiots talking over it.
No, they could just play the game. Go buy the game.
I know,
I'm telling you.
2
idiots is the draw of this stream.
I know, but...
And then... Okay.
And we have a woman. What does she have to do with this game?
But she's so polygonal.
She's so polygamous.
What? Somebody's watching us. So I literally remember nothing about this game other than like what I've learned from pop culture osmosis. So
That's why I'm reintroducing it to you.
what Goblin Valley? I knew a guy named Brad Lovelace in high school.
Keep that in mind because we talk nostalgia and references. Because that poster you just mentioned is a reference to something that I didn't get until like 2 days ago.
Brad Lovelace from my high school?
Not Brad Lovelace. It's an album.
Oh.
Anyway, cinematics, folks. Film. If that doesn't grab your attention, I don't know what will.
Some Randy battles would grab my attention.
Look at these cuts.
Hold on.
Look at this editing. I mean, this is a game, right?
What?
Or is it a movie?
We really have to put ourselves back into the mindset of 1997, I think.
Well, I know, but
So the cool thing about this, though, other than the the Lego graphics, but they're so much sharper than the actual PlayStation because this is the PC version.
Yes, we're playing the PC port, which has been updated for like 2012.
Right.
When they
come on, newcomer, follow me.
Oh yeah, he's going to be doing the voice of Mr. T here. You'll find out his name later.
It's Mr. T.
And one thing you notice if you played the PlayStation version, the graphics are crisper on the polygons. They look like Lego people, but they have mouths. And on the PlayStation, they don't have mouths.
Well, they couldn't draw a line.
It freaks some people out. I did not mean to do that. Okay. Cancel button is for run. We'll learn that in a second, but I know how to do it.
Did you screw up the controller? Oh my god!
No, I just hit the wrong button.
That was like a 60 FPS spiral. Not that you could see it on the stream because the
first round of battle, folks.
Well, look how
that
randy
guy clubbed me in the face.
Look how randy this battle is.
Stop it. So I could just strike him, right? But I gotta wait for my time to build up. Or is there anything else I can do besides attack? Ooh, magic.
You know what this is. Don't be all like, ooh, I wonder what I can do.
It's for our viewers.
You've played like 9 million hours of this game.
So yes, that is true, folks. He played like nothing of this game. I maxed out the clock halfway playing through this game the first time. The clock goes up to 99 hours, folks. So I grinded the heck out of this game.
It's
we're not going to do that this time. What's the talk button?
I don't know. You set up your controller.
I don't think he says anything. Here we go. Wow, you used to be in Soldier, huh?
Yes.
Not every day you find one in a group like Avalanche.
I believe you mispronounced that. It's Soldier! You don't find one in a group like Avalanche!
That's right, it's all caps. Soldier, aren't they the enemy? What's he doing with us in Avalanche?
Avalanche!
I'm gonna let you do that. He was
Soldier!
Jesse. But he quit and is with us now. I didn't catch your name. Alright, folks, his name is Cloud. Should we keep it as Cloud?
Let's keep it as
I kind of want to keep the names the same just for,
You can rename... Here's the rule of RPGs. We follow it with Chrono Trigger and with Chrono Cross. We keep most of the characters' names the same, unless they're, like, terrible, stupid characters.
Yeah, or doofy side character, or, like a time machine or something.
Right, and then we'll rename it something dumb like Clown.
Call him Clown.
That's what chat is suggesting. Clown Stripe.
You guys call Clown a Stripe. Listen, guys, I have a lot of respect for this game. I'm sorry. You call him Clown Stripe, and occasionally...
Is that the kind of soldier that we need in Avalanche?
I'm gonna keep his name as Cloud written. We can call him Clown every once in a while if you want to. My name is Clown. And his voice is going to be kind of dark and gritty like an action hero.
Like some guy who's been gargling with pebbles.
Right. Cloud, I don't care what your names are. Once his job's over, I'm out of here. So he's Batman, essentially.
Where's Aerith?
Here you go.
What are you all doing? Oh, I told you never move in a group. Now he's angry. Okay, fine, I'll do more Mr. T than, like, Drill Soldier. Yeah. Our target's the North Mako reactor. We've got to explore some planets with the Mako. Mass Effect reference. We'll meet on the bridge in front of it.
So, speaking of pronunciation...
Mako,
Mako or Mako. A lot of these names are pronounced in Japanese. I may slip into either the Japanese or the anglicized pronunciation. I'll probably call it Mako, but I might say Mako every once in a while.
Please don't turn around when you're talking.
You were saying something to me. Sorry, I'm used to turning.
Yeah. Alex wants you to name the Mr. T Tim, and so does Tim.
I'll think about it. So, this is your line? This is your line?
Ex-soldier, huh? I don't trust you. You're in a world of hurt.
So when they re-edited this game to put it back on PC, they fixed a lot of the bad grammatical errors from the original translation, but they added some new ones. This isn't that important, but it'll be important later on. But originally this said, don't trust you, like in his accent. But instead they corrected it to better grammar. I prefer the original on that
I
line.
prefer when Barrett here had a medieval accent and sounded like a frog. So we're gonna rename him Tim?
Or Beret. But this guy's one of the main, like, 3 or 4 characters. Should we call him Tim? Instead of Barrett?
Tim is already Link in our Link games.
Yeah, we call a lot of things Tim.
We could call it Mayo instead of Mako.
Call him Beret, Green Beret. We could call him Mr. T.
Look, just select.
Why don't we call... Do you want to call him Mr. T?
I don't care, just select him.
Fine, he's Barrett, but we'll call him a Mr. T occasionally.
Hey, press the directional buttons while pressing cancel to run, idiot.
I'm trying to, Barrett.
Look at that cool zoom, guys.
Cutscene. So
he's got to get the Craggle back from Lord Business.
The polygons are actually sharper in this game. Of the sprites, the backgrounds are sharper, but the cutscenes are actually half res from the PS version.
Right, so they'll be a little...
Because they didn't give the American team the original assets of the game.
So they had to make up their own, or...?
They had to take the original ones from the PS and just, like, half the resolution on them. So, that's one thing where this one doesn't look as good as the,
You're a weeb? What does that even
as the
mean?
PS version. But because the sprites look so much better, like... I mean, seriously, if you put a side-to-side comparison of that sprite of Cloud with the one on the PS, it looks so much better. You can't even hardly notice the cutscenes compared to that. Because the main problem people of the graphical style have with this game is the sprites. Like, they look like Lego people. They're kind of... They're...
and the music sounds like Pirates of the Caribbean.
You think this... Oh yeah, it is a little bit.
When it gets to that part again.
Right. Okay, one of the major strengths of this game, guys, music. You will notice that here, and the music man is sitting behind me, so he can make his big comments and analysis of the music. Personally, this was done by Nobuo Uematsu, who was working on the whole Final Fantasy series before this, and he worked a lot on Chrono Trigger, helping Yasunori Mitsuda. He was like his
You said his
mentor.
name right. Hold on, I gotta faint real quick.
I know Yasunori Mitsuda. Oh, I guess
You kept saying Yatsunori.
I'm sorry, anglicized, guys. Anglicized.
Anger-sized. Pinwheel.
But the music in this game is just kind of overwhelmingly epic.
You know Cloud is a good soldier because he can spin the Buster Sword around without decapitating himself.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Better than that Darth Maul.
Hold on, we just hit the MIDI piano.
Yeah, you talk music, guys. Listen to this atmosphere this sets.
What's with the giant wine bottles? They're on the left.
Oh yeah, those are some part of the reactor. But
Okay. This is where they bottle the crap. Oh,
this is a.
Yo, this your first time in a reactor?
This is the reactor from Star Trek 2009,
Oh,
where it was actually a brewery.
Yeah.
No, after all, I did work for Shinra, you
I'm
know.
excited for Xenoblade 2, by the way. The planet's full of mayo energy.
Mmm, delicious.
White, creamy mayo.
That goes on my sandwich after I have some wine.
People here use mayo every day. It's the lifeblood. I think
He
we
shouldn't
just keep
use
calling it
mayo, he's black. Oh, bad joke.
That's stupid.
It's from White and Nerdy. Haven't you seen it?
Yeah, it's still dumb.
The white people use mayonnaise. And anyway,
Black
bad joke.
people
Sorry.
use Vegemite. What?
No,
But
Vegemite.
it's black, but Shinra keeps sucking the blood out with these weird machines. Fool.
I'm not here for a lecture. Let's just do it.
It sounds like after every line I say. All right, you can come with me from now on.
So, are you getting any of the stories so far? Because
Cloud's coming with Barrett from now on. Also, the world's powered by mayo.
So Barrett has a problem with the. He's a super tree hugger environmentalist.
As you can tell by his heavy weapons.
Well, as far as this reactor goes, he has a problem with it.
Right.
Think how many people risk their lives just for this code.
Orange's Rhyme. We did Xenogears once on the stream a long time ago.
Yeah, speaking of massive bloated Square games, there's another one if you're interested.
That one also has really good music though.
Yeah.
And ironically, the graphics are even worse than FF7 because they reverse it where the environments are 3D, but all the characters are sprites, and so it looks really terrible. I think they were just
although
trying
the
to
sprite
experiment.
designs are a little bit more detailed, and actually, I think a little bit better animated in their motions.
They finally pulled it off well with Chrono Cross.
Yeah.
Push that button over there. Switch.
Look, we're going to Floor Pie.
Floor
See it
Pie.
there in the purple one.
That's more like Floor Mew.
So this is important to the plot. You
Little
wanna
by little, the reactors drain out all the life. Then that'll be that. Whatever.
It's not my problem. The Joker's my problem.
Where's the mayo? Where is it? Planet's dying, idiot.
Clown. The only thing I care about is fishing. hanging around the
care
Great
about
Chang
is
and fishing. Is finishing this job before security and the robo-guards come. And then fishing.
Yeah, it is.
You can't fish if you don't blow up a reactor.
Where are you going to get the mayo for bait? I'll just walk into your chest again.
So Jesse's just been staring open-mouthed at the ceiling this whole time. There she goes.
Well, it's because they have a mouth, and she's so excited to have a mouth that she has to just be slack-jawed with it.
Okay, guys, let's talk about backgrounds and... Whoa!
Nope. Let's talk about backgrounds. The game's like,
So
that's not gonna
we're going to get interrupted a lot. You'll be like, wow, look at this cool thing, and then bam, random battle.
Well, duh. It's an RPG. That's just what happens.
I know, but... I mean, that's one of the big turnoffs, and one reason, like...
One of the big turnoffs of this RPG is having the battle.
No, is having so many random battles.
Right.
And one reason you possibly prefer Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross to this one.
Well,
because they eliminated that problem.
That's true. Well, Xenogears also had random battles.
But look at this layout. Look at the camera angle and the layout of this just giant... The reason I'm bringing this up is because
it's cool.
you play... It's cool, but you play like Chrono Trigger, and it's storybook, and it looks, you know, kind of cartoony. But this is one of the first games I ever played that was a fantasy or science fiction game that looks like it exists in a real world, like a real world that I could live in.
So it wasn't just like some medieval European fantasy generic thing.
Yeah. If you're wondering the genre of this game, besides RPG, it is... The genre of this RPG...
Is the genre.
Yes, but it is a cyberpunk.
Right.
And so think cyberpunk, what comes to mind is Blade Runner, which is the original cyberpunk, Ghost in the Shell, gritty dystopian worlds.
Ghost in the Shell is only cyberpunk because it sucks. The new one.
I'm talking about the original anime. Other elements of cyberpunk that are present in this game: push OK in front of a ladder to grab onto it. That's not it. I'm just reading the dialogue. Then use the directional button to climb up and down. Elements of cyberpunk: memory, reality of perception, and identity. Those are huge elements in this game that we'll find out.
Also robots and jerks.
Yeah, and, you know, technology, dystopian futures, technology.
Cyber sabers.
If Dokapon's a gritty cyberpunk from the
Dokapon is
future.
the most grittiest future with all them wabbits and Ricos. Wait, what's the question mark?
And I tend, ever since this, like, I like fantasy stuff. I still like some medieval stuff, but I tend to be drawn a little bit more to, and maybe it's the influence of this game, more to science fiction mixed with fantasy.
Right. So, Star Wars.
Yeah, or sometimes even more straight up science fiction, too. Like Star Trek.
Just anything with star in it. Star Search.
That's how Joey Lawrence became a star.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
When he was
I'm sorry.
He
Let
was
me try that
like
again.
5 years old.
Whoa. Access the menu to save.
Okay, save points. I prefer games where
I prefer games where you can save and save point 1.
No, just save anywhere. This was one of the earlier games where you still just
That was still all the PlayStation stuff still had.
Yeah. But like Tomb Raider was a contemporary of this game, came out like the year before.
It's a total different genre, though.
I know, but I'm explaining like game mechanics.
Oh.
And you could,
I think we know what saving game mechanics
I know, but I'm can I even just finish my sentence?
Nope.
And later versions of like Final Fantasy and
We blow this place, it ain't gonna be nothing more than a hunk of junk.
And Tomb Raider, you could save anywhere rather than having to wait for a save point.
Clown, you set the bomb, fool.
Shouldn't you do it?
No, just do it. I want to make sure you don't pull nothing.
What if I pull this wire? No! Fine, I'll do it.
Whatever. Watch out! We've had, what is it called? Dynamic lighting?
This isn't just a reactor. What was that? Some kind of weird flashback or something? I don't know. What's wrong? Oh, that was your line.
What's wrong, fool?
Huh?
What's wrong, Cloud? Hurry it up! Jerk.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. T. Very sorry, Mr. Luthor.
Cloudberg?
Uh-oh. So set the bomb.
Okay.
And now
Someone set us up the bomb.
Here comes the Metroid escape sequence.